Going on, guys? Welcome, Rabid here, and we got some more KS0 ULTRAS that just came in not too long ago. Now, I do have this big bad boy box up here. That is the one from the KS5L. That's just kind of holding the lids open right now so you guys don't see some crazy stuff inside of there. But I'm going to do some YouTube magic and set these up. So in 3, 2, 1, bam! These are up and running. So as you can see right here, I do have 1, 2, 3 KS0 ULTRAS here and one more hanging out in the bathroom, just mining away. So that is 4 KS0 ULTRAS altogether, as well as the KS5L that I do have rocking. Now, I did get both of these sent to me, one from Vipera, the other from Coin Mining Central. So be sure to check them links down in the description if you're trying to get your hands on these little Kaspa ASIC miners. Now, I do know a couple people here that have ordered 30 to 40 of these things. Why, you may be asking and shaking your head? Well, these don't use too much power individual, as well as they're pretty darn efficient. We're going to look at the profitability of the KS0 ULTRAS here very soon when we jump to the workstation. We're also going to get a look at all the prices and values. What is the best valued Kaspa miner right now? And believe it or not, the KS0 ULTRA is actually more efficient than the KS5L. I know what you're thinking, and we're going to show you why. As mentioned, both of these were sent out by Vipera as well as Coin Mining Central. Coming into Vipera's website here, we can see their current price of $375. This does include a power supply, so you don't have to buy that separate. Mine ended up coming with a European plug, so I did have to get my own for your standard 120 volt in North America, which they say may require Mickey Mouse cord here. And this is a pre-order for the June production batch, shipping from June 15th to the 30th. The 30th isn't just 2 days. There's only 22 in stock, so it should ship right away. So they are selling fast, guys. Jump on it, hit that link down in the description, and get on it ASAP. And coming into Mining Central here, it's looking like in USD about $450. This does come with the power supply as well. And I did get the European for this, so you still might need some Mickey Mouse job to get it for your North American plug, depending where you're getting this from. Mining Central is a nice alternative for European and stuff like that. But keep in mind, Vipera does serve the whole world as well. Now, both websites do have ASICs for anything that you are looking for. They are a wide range ASIC supplier for all sorts of things. Over here on Vipera, we can see that they have all sorts of stuff as well. But I also noticed that Vipera does have a lot of early ASICs very early on, like 6 months beforehand. The hash rates may be off, but it's also a good tool to see what may be coming soon with all the rumors and stuff. So as you may be aware, these can mine 3 other legit coins. And we're going to look at the profitability between Kaspa, Bugna, and Cedra to see which one is currently the most profitable. Right now, looking at Cedra coin, we can see that mining pool stats here has a major glitch with 79.15 ZH in hash rate. You want to know what that is in exahash and so on? Exahash is 79,150, which is way more than what Bitcoin even has. So there's a major glitch going on. The network is not that high. All right, so let's actually look at the profitability now of the KS0 ULTRA on the 3 supported coins that you can mine on these. And they are color-coded, red being the least profitable, yellow meaning the middle ground, and green obviously being the most profitable. So looking at all the current network conditions and prices right now, we can see that Bugna is actually the most profitable coin right now for these miners at $1.26 per day. Kaspa is coming in second at $1.15 per day, and Cedra is coming in last at 96 cents per day. Regardless, all 3 are nice options to kind of spread hash rate around. You can either sell the most profitable like Bugna, get Kaspa and end up with a little bit more Kaspa, or vice versa, go into Cedra and hopefully Cedra pumps in the future and things like that. So there are other options other than Kaspa available for the KS0 ULTRA, and these are 3 of them that are available. All right, so let's take a look at the current Kaspa ASICs, kind of like what we did do with the Lithium ASICs, but for Kaspa here. Now, everything in this color here is older, not being made anymore, or obsolete. The wind miner is actually pretty decent in the efficiency still, but the price is just crazy high. I don't know if it actually came down in price or not. If it hasn't, it's obsolete. All right, so let's start off in red, and it's no surprise that we see gold shells. KA Box Pro being the worst miner for the value that you get as well as the efficiency. It is the worst in both categories, just like what we're seeing on a lithium here. So I don't know how much it costs Gold Shell to manufacture these, but they really need to drop their prices in order to be competitive, because right now I can't honestly, you know, with any good heart say it is worth purchasing a Gold Shell miner. It is absolutely not. So look at this, $950 for 1.6 terahash, about 600 watts is what's reported. I have not tested one of these, so I'm not sure the exact numbers at the wall. This is what they're telling us though, and they are usually pretty accurate on what they do tell us here. But this is coming in at $1.68 per gigahash that you're paying for here, which is the highest by quite a bit compared to all the other latest Kaspa miners. And it's also doing it at the lowest efficiency of 2.66 gigahash per watt of power used. So you are spending the most amount of money per hash rate that you get, and you're also using the most amount of power per hash as well as all the other miners. It is the worst buy for Kaspa right now. So coming into the big bad boys here, we do have Bitmain's KS5, about $12,499 for 20 terahash, use about 3,000 watts, they say. That is only 62 cents per gigahash here. Look at the difference, 62 cents per gigahash for 20 terahash, where Gold Shell is $1.68 per gigahash. That is a huge difference here. And the gigahash per watt is you're actually getting 6.66 gigahash per watt of power used, where again versus Gold Shell you're only getting 2.66 gigahash per watt of power. The efficiency of Gold Shell isn't there. Look at the KS5 Pro, 21 terahash, 3,150 watts. That is a little more expensive at 64 cents per gigahash, but it's coming in at the same efficiency here. Now we have the KS5M, $7,499 for 15 terahash, 3,400 watts, 3,400. That's coming in quite a bit cheaper here at only 49 cents per gigahash. The efficiency isn't obviously as good as Bitmain at 4.41 gigahash per watt, but it's still almost double of what Gold Shell is getting you. And usually the best bargain per hash rate is the L versions, the KS5L, about $4,799 for 12 terahash, 3,400 watts. That is only 39 cents per gigahash. So depending if you're covering power out of pocket, this is always going to be your fastest ROI machine here, but it's also less efficient, coming in at 3.52 gigahash per watt, which is still a decent amount over Gold Shell. And the interesting thing here is the KS0 Ultra, which usually ends up being Ice River's one of their most popular miners, as it is the cheapest entry at only $239, coming in at 400 gigahash, so only 100 watts here. That is cheaper than Bitmain's, a bit more expensive than the bigger Ice Rivers at 59 cents, but still quite a bit cheaper than Gold Shell's miners, as you can see, $1.68 here, but it's actually more efficient than the KS5L. So this one can stay online a little longer depending on your power price over the KS5L. And, you know, it is more expensive, but then again, the entry fee is much cheaper, making the KS0 Ultra a very, very popular miner. And the same thing we're seeing with a lithium, a very, very popular miner amongst all the home miners. That it is a cheaper entry fee. It doesn't use much power, so you're not going to go bankrupt running a couple of these. And then it allows more people to mine these coins, and the efficiency is pretty darn good as well. All right, guys, so that pretty much does wrap up this video. That is pretty crazy that the KS0 Ultra not only is a nice low-cost entry fee to get into Kaspa mining, it's also very efficient, obviously dominating Gold Shell's Kaspa miners, and more efficient than the big bad boy KS5L. And here we can see first generation ASICs, the KS1s and KS2s. They are shut off because they are pretty much Gen 1 ASICs are obsolete for Kaspa at this point and not really worth running unless you got very cheap power. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on these miners. Check them links down in the description, and I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.